Oh, dude, welcome to the fucking real thing. That other stuff.
Sorry. I exhausted myself on that. I'm sorry.
I mean, dude, felony fights.
Dude, you record that? Can we put that on the Patreon or something?
That's all right. We can recap. But I mean, there's no end of felony fights.
That
we
was
can watch.
crazy.
That is. Thank you for opening my eyes to that.
Yeah.
A fight ends in a cliffhanger, with no real instructions how to find the rest of it.
No call to action whatsoever.
No,
I think they want us to go to cageversuscons.com, which I think changed mid-fight because I think in the beginning it was cons versus cons.
Cons versus cons.
And then it changed to cage versus cons.
First of all,
but anyway, that's what I'm saying. I think Street Beefs has a direct lineage going back to that.
I think so. I mean,
Satan's Backyard has roots in the LA River.
Yeah, and honestly, what's weird is the UFC video game just takes Street Beefs and just does it in their game. Like,
true, I would
which
be
I
mad
guess
as fuck.
no one can own just fucking morons punching each other in a backyard. You know what I mean? You can be like, why own that?
No, they don't have the URL anymore.
Of course, they actually got it. Yeah.
Maybe we should buy the domain and rename the podcast Cage versus Cons, and then just anyone who finds us will just be people that want to know the end of that fight.
Yo, what the fuck is this, man? Yo, these dudes are crazy, man.
They clicked onto our podcast from a video of a guy doing heroin.
Yeah, I've never seen someone do heroin in their own music video. And like, was he for or against ODing on heroin? Was he like, you fools, don't do that, or was he like,
this is my shit. This is what I did.
He was talking about life in the fast lane. True. Which, well, doing heroin is not life in the fast lane, by the way. I would say it's a very tedious existence.
Yeah.
Very slow.
It's definitely what you think is part of the fast lane if you're like really away from the fast lane.
Dude, yeah, I mean, what part of being bent over in front of the Dollar General is the fast lane?
Yeah, watching someone succumb to just opioid addiction, it's crazy how much nothing someone can do.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
A lot of TV watching, though.
That's what I was going to say. The amount of television, the amount of black and white movies you're able to consume with an active opioid addiction is truly harrowing stuff. Just smoking cigarettes in a dark room, watching black and white television, and never doing anything else. And then somehow you still have ice cream every day.
That's crazy. Yeah, the junk food consumption's also. I guess once you start doing heroin, you're like, well, what else can I do for fun? It's like they said that was bad for me. Clearly, I'm fine.
I think that actually says something about how good ice cream must be. Is if you're in the throes of heroin addiction and you're still just like, I gotta get my fix. This isn't it. I could take this higher. And then you grab a gallon of Breyers and let it melt in your bed. Ice cream's sick.
Oh my God. Imagining the depression.
Crushing a Viennetta and laying down.
Waking up in a pool of melted ice cream and it's being like, God damn it, they should make this stuff stay colder longer. This is bullshit. Fuck this. Call you like, dude, this is fucking bullshit. Yeah, I mean, there's...
Or what if I refrigerated my bed?
Dude, I showed you the link for the Delta 8 gummies with fentanyl in them. My brother, I was taking a dump between the regular ones. My brother's calling bullshit. You were calling bullshit.
Yeah. Real ones know that's all a hoax, bro.
Well, here's the deal. Also, though, Delta 8 gummies, I would imagine, are handled by, like, I would think, like, street level kind of criminal. I would say a large bulk of Delta 8 gummies, I think, would be handled by, like, street criminals. Like, made and packaged by. Because it's, like, weird laboratory shit. I mean, you could technically, I guess, get Delta 8 flour. I don't know.
I thought it was more of like a dork with a home business energy.
Ooh.
I think selling them.
You're thinking like Mohawk people with like chains and shit on their belts. Like Streets of Rage level, like punching ladies in the stomach and keeping it moving.
Who, the guys selling them? Or like,
Here's your headline. Okay, so maybe those gummies didn't contain heroin or fentanyl after all.
I saw that too.
That's a weird thing for a newspaper to say.
Also,
womp womp.
Yeah, it's like, dude, can you be a little more specific? I hate the fucking attitude in the newspaper now. Okay, so maybe
that dude fucking sucks.
I mean, dude, that's how all of these journalists right now.
Yeah.
Can we just agree that maybe it's not as clear as we think? It's like, that's a bad headline, dude. That sucks.
Yeah. My boy Bushy, who's been the go-to on this shit since the 90s, said, LOL, told y'all, there is no heroin around. Nobody's putting gold in sand and selling it as sand.
Pretty sick. He refers to heroin as gold.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I wonder is, so you have a little Delta 8 smoke shop, and maybe someone was selling a little bit of fent out, being like, yo, just come into the smoke shop, you can buy some fent gummies.
Me, I don't.
It's like that's possible.
It's
Dude, there's
another friend of mine said that this is just fear mongering. They're trying to scare people off of Delta 8 and THC 0 or THCO.
There's THCO. There's Delta 9 THC, but hemp derived.
You know what I really liked was HHC. Do you know about HHC? That's one of them, I think. Oh, I'm gonna double check, but they had them at this. They sell them at like head shops.
Yeah.
So they make like an extract of HHC and they like spray it on just like regular gourmet mushrooms, like not psychoactive.
Oh,
and they sell them as magic mushrooms. And a friend of mine bought them, and I was like, I'll try that if you want.
What is HHC? Is it Hetra Cannibal?
Damn. And Leafly in 2021, it starts with, it's the latest hemp-derived cannabinoid and has a lot of potential, but invites many questions too. Oh, shit. Anyway, I enjoyed it a couple of times.
Really?
It got me like almost psychedelically high.
So I've heard with the synthetic, like K2, Spice, I've heard those synthetic cannabinoids or whatever get people like...
This is hemp-derived.
Fucked up.
Yeah, so this is hemp-derived.
Okay, so it is. They pulled it out of there.
So... You know what? I'm going to confess to you right now. I don't know what the implications of it being hemp-derived are, but it really eased my mind.
That just means you can legally grow it. So if you grow weed with
you
less
said
than...
it twice. I was like, holy shit.
I emphasized on the second one. Thank you, Sydney. Yes, that was my move.
Yeah.
Dude, it's 0.3%.
I was like, if I emphasize this enough for Matt, it's going to work for me too.
I can give you the exact specifics. It's 0.3% THC.
Okay.
So if it's 0.3% or less...
Yeah.
Or no, excuse me. Yeah, 0.3%. Then you're good. Then technically that's hemp. Then it's the same plant. If you grow weed, then it's more than 0.3, then now that's cannabis. Mm-hmm. It's literally the same plant. People just fuck with the genetics to have it produce less THC.
Okay.
So then you can like isolate some weird cannabinoid and be like, we'll grow it and we'll kind of boost this one up so it's producing like 10% HHC or whatever.
Yeah, so I really liked it.
Did you? What is it though?
You just told us.
It's from hemp. It's hemp derived.
I think you just told us what it is.
I don't. You'd have to see.
Matt, we're walking backwards in a circle right now.
I'm saying I wonder
I
what
thought
it
we
is.
kind of just settled the entire matter.
No, that's hemp. That's
Everything
hemp
you
derived.
just said was the best explanation I've heard.
So yeah,
No,
so HHC is a hemp-derived cannabinoid. Cannabinoid.
Yeah, I just want to see because like CBD is like cannabidiol. There's like CBG, which is like...
It's hexahydrocannabinol.
Thank you, Noah.
That helps.
That's what happens to
Because then you can actually...
Obviously, it's hexahydrocannabinol.
I thought it was Hetra.
No, you fucking idiot. Why would you think that?
I just wonder what it is.
And now I forget how we got here.
Yeah, I have the same exact one. Yeah, that's I don't know because I'm always curious because I've heard fentanyls in like almost like a lot of street pills. Like I've talked to people who are like, if you take Xanax, there's a good chance you're gonna you're gonna get a fentanyl bar.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you not believe like the tests that people use?
What do you mean?
They sell like tests for that.
Yeah, but dude, a lot of people don't test. I've never seen someone test.
Right, but you can.
Yeah, for sure. But it's like if you're responsible enough to be testing your Xanax you're buying off the street, it's like you're gonna be buying Xanax off the streat. Like I've never seen someone test a Xanax before. People just chomp them.
Yeah. I've never seen. Well,
Wouldn't that stink?
Hey, I'm lying. No, I've never seen anyone test Xanax before, and I've seen some pretty sketchy use cases.
Exactly. You've never. So that's it. Yeah. It seems like a bad time to do pills and drugs. It seems like a very bad idea.
Yeah. Well, I mean, has there been a good one before?
Yeah, before everything was laced with fentanyl, people were having a blast.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it was probably a bad
idea.
That was a bad idea too.
It didn't seem like it was going.
Like maybe you weren't going to accidentally overdose on the spot, but
Exactly.
I've seen some people, lose time.
Have a bad
You're
time.
still going to destroy a family or two.
Yeah, that's true. But
Is anyone still having fun on pills? I don't. You know what?
I don't think so at all.
No, I don't want. Maybe there are people out there still just like consuming them like in moderation and just partying every once in a while and having a good time on them. If you guys are out there, that's fine.
Yeah, people getting real decadent with like 2 Vicodins and some wine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they
Getting sleepy.
I don't know if they still exist. I don't know. I haven't met. I think they keep it quiet now. It's gotten a bad rap. People were pretty open about their pill use a long time ago now.
Yeah, and
People are
claiming they just get the bed at 8
It was
o'clock.
kind of cosmopolitan for a while.
it was. Now it's kind of
Like you got your high heels hanging off of your fingers over your shoulder, and you're like,
people. Yeah, they thought it
you
was
fall
cool.
asleep with your mouth open, and
Dude, the Desperate Housewives there.
Silk robe style.
It was more like Desperate
yeah.
Housewives.
one leg hanging off of a bed. Sure, yeah, Desperate Housewives.
Yeah, they would like share pills with each other, and they thought it was like cool. Like, I'm sharing my Xanax with you, and they'd be like, "Oh yes, here's my pill."
You give me 5 of your Xanax, I'll give you 4 of my Adderall. Yeah, women are so stupid. That's why we stopped letting them make comedy.
Shit, it went away.
That's
But
what they think is funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's I'm not completely ruling it out. The vape cartridges were kind of disgusting. Like everyone's like they scared away the vape cartridges. Dude, those things were dirty and gross. Like the OG vape cartridges that came out were disgusting.
What was wrong with them?
They were like cutting it with like fractionated coconut oil, like MCT oil, which gives like it just fucks your lungs up. It gives you like fatty deposits on your lungs. They had ones that had like wax wicks that ignited the shit with like vegetable glycerin. Everyone was like that was a setup, which by the way,
They give your lungs high cholesterol.
it makes your lungs like you're just smoking stuff that's not supposed to be smoked. So everyone was like that
Don't you
was
think if you kept on vaping, you kind of broke all that stuff up?
no, not at all.
Putting
no.
new vapes in
Dudes
there.
were
'Cause the new
getting-
vapes, I think, are pretty healthy.
The new ones, I mean, that was the thing. Everyone was like, the weed companies, and I thought this too, are like doing this to scare everyone.
Yeah.
But then there was ones that literally said this contains MCT oil, and people were getting lipid-induced pneumonia. Or if you absorb a ton of fat into your lungs, which is not supposed to be there at all.
Yeah. Are people? Oh, by the way, are people still chiefing vapes?
Yeah,
Are
dude.
people still hogging them?
Yes. Yes.
That's such a fun thing to just witness.
Dude, I knew
They don't have the MCT oil in them anymore.
not if you buy them from a dispensary, they're not allowed to.
Gotcha.
Propylene glycol, that was another one that you're just not supposed to smoke that stuff at all, really. So-
What happened with that?
It's just like a weird emulsifier you're not supposed to smoke. There's just stuff you're not supposed to smoke. Like weird like nanoparticle shit. Yeah, so that was
I
everyone
think you're probably not supposed to smoke almost anything.
true, but
There's
dude,
probably a very narrow range of things you.
yeah, but like combustible dry materials, they're obviously not the best for you, but acceptable for multiple years of life. Smoking fat is like they were like, don't do that at all. And they were floating around a lot of those vape, and everyone's like, this is a setup. I was like, no, those things were gross. It's good those things got eradicated.
What did they?
So I'm saying some dumbass may have fucking put fentanyl in these things. Not even as to sell it. They could have been like, oops, fuck. But could be a scare tactic too. Totally.
Oops,
could.
all heroin. There's been an accident.
Dude, so now there's a long distance kissing device.
Oh, dude, Rainey showed me this yesterday.
Did you really? Oh, it's only meant for kisses.
Well, that was this is obviously the first step toward just, you don't even ever have to be in the same room as another person. There's just like an inflatable mannequin type thing that forms to the person that you're currently dating. And on the other end, they have one of you, and you're just doing shit to these mannequins that's being replicated for them on the other side, and you just never leave your house. It's called teledildonics.
Teledildonics? Mm-hmm. It's not bad to smooch your partner when you're far away. That's not that bad.
I know, but I think eventually they're gonna hog it like a vape. You're just always gonna have a pair of lips in your pocket.
You get a
I'm
text.
putting it on my neck.
Because by the way, it's a recording of a
absorbing
kiss.
kisses?
It's a recording of a kiss at the moment. It's not a real time.
Oh, I don't get
It's
to,
like a
I don't get to
text.
feel.
So
the
they
kiss?
record a kiss for you, and then you just keep it obviously like on your chain wallet, and you take it out, give it a little kiss.
And you get a text. You're like, I kissed you 5 minutes ago. And you're like, oh my
Why
fucking
didn't you kiss me
God.
back?
Hold on.
Why didn't you kiss me back?
Oh, that sucks. I would send her very bad
Yeah.
kisses back. I'd probe her mouth with my tongue.
You would have to try jamming your boner into it just to see what she
Obviously,
gets on the
dude.
other end.
Obviously.
Hey, could you suck my kiss a little bit and send that back to me? Like you're starting a band during the pandemic. Hey, could you record a little bit of sucking for me?
Yeah, long distance kiss through fake lips. That seems to be kind of a useless invention, I would say.
Now, what if you're a lonely guy and the option of physical affection from women is off the table, but you subscribe to a lady's account on some like depot where she's uploading new kisses every night for you to download.
I think at that point you have to move to a different country. You know what I mean? No,
You're talking
for
about
real.
moving to Thailand?
Yeah.
Getting a child girlfriend?
I mean, if her parents are
What do you
okay,
mean?
obviously. I mean, you'd have to move, just like strike off. You'd have to like, you're tapped in this country. It's time to go. That's why dudes like sailed to fucking America.
No bitches.
No, bitch. You'd have
Yeah.
to be like, dude, you need like a life or death adventure at that point.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
I agree.
I don't want to kiss a
That's
fucking
like-
robot. I don't think that cures
This
loneliness.
isn't for you, Matt.
I'm saying that if I can put myself in that scenario, and I think that might just deepen my loneliness. You know?
But you want to also send those guys
Yeah.
away. You want to send those lonely guys away.
No, I want them to
I want
live
them
a
tracked with a
fulfilled life.
device in their apartment.
The what?
I want them tracked with a device in their apartment.
I just want them to live a fulfilling existence, and it might not be in this land for them. People move all the time. I want them to seek opportunity. I want them to kiss for real. Once you accept a robot kiss as the old end all be all for you, that's a decision you made. I'm saying he doesn't come down.
What
to
if you're
that.
just an early adopter and you go, this isn't great, I know, but I know the technology's going somewhere.
you buy in early?
Yeah.
That's different. If they could, if they invent like a realistic.
I'm saying that's what they're thinking. They're going,
my thing is-
this is version 1.0.
Yeah, but be a G. Skip the kiss, dude. Skip the kiss. Just get it coming to you and be like, yeah, baby, I don't do that. I don't know you like that.
Just deny kisses. Still buy it.
Yeah, get it. Like, babe, chill. Shh, 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 shh. Finger to the lip. Shh. And you just go down and just fucking like lick a magazine or something. I don't know. You have to practice.
Yeah,
Are you talking about eating robot pussy?
the
Yeah, you
pussy
practice.
version is still 5 years away.
I would eat robot pussy for sure.
It's going to be 5 years of kissing before you get to eat robot pussy.
You're the girlfriend. You're the carnival with your girlfriend. Instead of the bell and the hammer, they're just robot pussy, and you're like, goes up for like 4 inches, and you're like, fuck. This guy just rang the bell next to me, dude. That would be ridiculous.
The punch machine is replaced with a fingering machine. It's the same guys playing it, obviously.
Oh my god! Same walk away from it. Just fucking. Damn, there must be nothing better than crushing. I mean, dude, we were just in that world watching cons versus cons, whatever that shit was called.
fights.
Cage versus cons, felony fights. It's just those are dudes. Maybe it would help actually, the kissing machine, because that is the kissing.
What if you
machine
could buy
for
one in the
felony fights.
commissary in prison?
Buy a kissing machine?
Yeah.
Now we're
Or you
talking.
just make your own out of another inmate.
Yo, let me see your
Or you
retainers.
just pick the guy that you can kiss whenever you want.
That's what you need. Give me your retainers, dude. I need your retainers and 2 rubber bands. Oh, imagine smelling retainer smell and just kissing someone's retainer.
No.
That would be so gross. Retainer smells gross. What the fuck's going on in our mouths? It smells fucking like shit all the time in our mouth.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a little bit better. Did you ever think about the origins of kissing? Like, where does it come from?
Probably like a health check for a potential mate.
I thought it was a sharing food thing, honestly. I always thought it was like I thought the original kisses were like you had a mouthful of fucking like intestines and they had something.
Like bone stew.
And you shared a bite with your babe. They said, "What's for dinner?" And he's like, "Come here, babe." And they're, oh, fuck yeah. Oh. It's just so hot. I always thought it was a food sharing thing.
Yeah, you're
I
probably
think-
right.
I
That
think-
makes a lot more sense.
I
That's
think kissing was invented the first time somebody tried to answer, all you ever want is pussy. Like, no, I also want to do this thing. And
Yeah.
like plant it one on her.
Blah.
What about that? You want to do some of that?
I've been
Let's do
keeping
some of that.
octopus in my mouth all day. Blah. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Can we stretch this out for an hour before every time we have sex? Be like, why? Why the fuck would I do anything else beforehand? That's the dumbest idea. That stuff stinks, dude.
you don't like foreplay.
No, I think it's
You
fine.
hate foreplay.
I think it's fine.
No way.
It's kind of annoying, though.
Down with foreplay, says Matt McCuskey.
Oh, my thing is like, dude, like, how much are we talking? Like, you don't like me that much if I have to like whisper for 10 minutes and do all this other bullshit.
Yeah.
If you really liked me, you'd bust it open right away.
Yeah.
If you really liked me, it would be all, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
show me.
It'd be on draft. It'd be on draft, dude. I shouldn't have to dance around like some bird in the jungle, dude. It's like the thought of me doesn't do it for you. I have to fucking rub silk on your nipples or something. It's like, Grow the fuck up, man.
Yeah, kissing is for Persian royalty.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
There's something you do when you have like 13
I think
chicks
it's cool.
to fuck with.
What, kiss when you have 13 kids?
Yeah,
I think you
13
stop
chicks,
forever.
when you have 13 chicks. Like Persian royalty, like you have a
for
bunch of
harem.
play around and stuff. You get a little, get fancy with it.
I'm
Yeah,
pro,
I thought you said when you have
for it.
13 children, you start kissing. I said, brother, I don't think you do.
Yeah.
I'm flipping the card green, dude. I'm pro foreplay.
I mean, obviously, it's fun. It's just fun to take it.
Don't backtrack now, dude.
Obviously,
You
it's
hate it.
fine.
You hate it as much as Sid hates anal sex.
As I've grown older, I do have to be kind of reminded to be like, hey, I'm like, what the hell? What are we doing? It's like, well, let's work it. I was like, oh, yeah, for sure. But yeah, I'd like to fucking.
She says, hold on. Slow down.
Yeah.
But Matt,
I just stand there with the boner and go,
You're a greedy
okay,
little
I'm
pig."
done. I'm ready. I'm ready now. I'm ready for sex now. Babe, I'm ready right now for sex.
I actually put it off as long as possible.
Foreplay or
I go,
sex?
hold on.
You
not
keep
yet.
building it up.
I say, not yet. Don't give in yet.
True. That's a good
We
idea.
must resist for just a little while longer. We mustn't.
We mustn't. Yeah, actually.
We must. I'm a big we mustn't guy until we busn't.
Did you ever try to edge your babe for real?
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
time.
They don't fucking. They
don't appreciate
They
it?
don't appreciate
But
edging at all.
They're playing a part. They're bratting out so that it actually kind of enhances the whole. Sorry, I didn't mean to pull back the curtain on you sexually.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's what
But they're
doing.
going, stop, it's annoying. And you go, shut up.
Yeah, really.
Shut up.
Shut the fuck up. Wow, that actually was cool. It's like, yeah, well, I'm never doing it again. I'm never doing that.
Yeah,
again.
it was like taking a cat to the
You
vet.
literally yelled at me the whole time. I'm not going to do that again. I try one thing and it's just I deal with a bunch of bullshit. I'm going to stand over the edge of the bed with a boner and go, I'm ready. I'm ready now. Let's have sex right now. Let's have sex right now. Right now. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, time for sex.
Yeah, where do you stand on fucking right now?
Right at this very moment.
I like to put it in her hands. Like, what about you? Good now?
Yeah.
You good to go?
True.
Let me know.
Yeah, true. And I love eating pussy. But with the breastfeeding era, it's not really, like titty sucking is not really, it's a weird card to throw in the mix.
Pretty cool, though.
It's fantastic, but I'm saying like if they're actively breastfeeding and you start to fucking fuck
Dude,
around
you
the
can
nipples.
keep it going forever as long as you.
I know you keep the milk going. That's wire crossing. If I'm giving it, obviously I'm probably the best at sucking nipples.
That's one thing I regret. After you're done having kids, you're not going to have any more. See if you can keep her lactating forever.
Can't you put them on this? You got to be able to put them on some kind of hormone to lactate.
I don't know, but I think the better idea is to just keep milking
You
them.
gotta
Suckling?
suckle.
You got to milk them every day.
And
And
apparently,
then I guess with the leftovers, you can make like cheese and stuff. But
my god,
you got to just keep them producing.
that's a fair point actually.
To have her with
It's irresponsible. They
fat
don't.
tits
Big-
for the rest of your life.
Big time mistake on my part.
Oh, if I go away
I
for-
apologize for it every day.
If I go away for work, she has to pump. Dude, I would take I could honestly take like 40 ounces of milk too. So she'd have to be producing. Dude.
It's a
Keep-
full-time
to
job.
Keep me happy.
I'd probably have to keep her in a stall.
I would wake up every night. I'd wake up every night and go. I'd let her watch me and I'd fall back asleep real quick.
Oh, what if you
And she'd
found
think I'm done. She would think I'm done. And I go, and I'd sit up and she'd be like, fuck. Fuck.
Would you keep doing it even if you found out you were lactose intolerant?
For sure. I don't know. I'm a baby. I don't know what's good for me. I mean, dude, breast milk would give you wicked diarrhea. If you went to if you drank like 8 ounces of breast milk, it has a laxative effect. You'd shit your fucking pants.
All the way up your back, too. If you started shitting up your back because you've been drinking your wife's breast milk for 8 years.
Especially if your ass is pointed at a toilet and it somehow just goes straight up your spinal cord. You're like, God damn it. Can I have one of those dissolving crackers? I hear they stop you up.
You're taking it to work in a baby bottle and drinking.
I mean, what could people seriously say to you?
This baby wants a baba.
But apparently bodybuilders buy like breast milk.
Sure.
Because it has like fucking, I don't know, creatine or something in it. Creatine's fake.
No way, dude.
Creatine's
It helps
fucking
you
fake.
hit home runs. If I want to hit the most home runs ever, I'd definitely take creatine. Or in a season or whatever. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, doesn't it just make your like gain water weight or something?
Yeah, I tried it once and I didn't drink enough water with it, and I fucking
Broke
passed
out.
Yeah,
You passed out?
yeah.
You dry SpongeBob's?
I did.
How much creatine were you taking?
Dude, I think it's just a regular amount, but I just wasn't drinking enough water. You got to.
Were you taking it dry?
No, I was mixing it with something, but you still have to drink like 4.
I heard
Dude, I didn't know dudes take like pre-workouts and supplements. They take it in a dry scoop and they tap it down and they go.
What the fuck?
Champ it.
I think pre-workout should be illegal, dude.
Why?
I hate pre-workout. It's not. It's fucking drugs for dudes who don't know. They're just drugs. It's speed for dudes that go at the gym and fucking like stare at themselves in the mirror. It's bird food.
It's pretty cool.
It's bird food.
You don't want bodybuilders partying?
Huh?
You don't want bodybuilders partying a little bit?
Not at all. Not on that. It's like fucking Chinese speed.
They get each other so gassed up on it too.
It's crazy.
Like I'm telling you, they take it dry. I just found this out. I think it was Josh Adam Myers told me. They take it out, or Justin Silver. They scoop it out and they go directly in their mouth and they just swallow it. Like they cinnamon challenge it. And they take a swig out of their gigantic gallon of water
why
that they
the fuck
carry
don't
everywhere.
And they go hang out with their boys and smack each other
And
till
then
hyping
at the
up the
gym,
bench press.
they're at the gym just screaming "woo" for 2 hours together.
It should be illegal.
Dude, that's
have you ever
what's up.
taken pre-workout?
Nah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You've never rode the dragon.
I
I've
had a
taken it.
multi-year
It's
pre-workout
harsh,
regimen, dude.
It's harsh stuff.
I took Jacked 3D,
Dude, harsh stuff. Taking it.
took C4,
Never took.
No Explode.
No explodes. Fucked up. That's a different thing though. That is like nitric oxide, which makes your veins dilate.
Oh, it's just for the pump.
For the pump, bro.
But the singular effect that they all had was that, and again, I was wearing a pullover hoodie with the hood over my head to do all my barbell stuff, and I was trying to get as hot as possible, and my ears would be screaming on fire.
Oh my god.
Just red as fuck, and just like sideburn drips of sweat coming down before I even started lifting the bar.
Dude, that's
Dudes
what,
are just getting high and going to the gym
It's so fun.
and listening to new Eminem.
You feel like Golden Sonic. It's crazy.
that is new Eminem anthem stuff, dude. I actually like his new stuff better. Fucking.
that was Papa Roach.
I went to the gym twice on pre-workout, had a panic attack, and left both times.
Yeah.
I did NO explode. My arms felt like they were gonna literally like pop, and I went, "Yeah, I'm going home. Fuck this." And then I took the pre-workout and just fucking like talked to people relentlessly. And I was like, "This is weird. I gotta go home."
Yeah, man. I took that creatine one time, cramped up real bad, and passed out.
That's so strange because I've heard you take creatine and you got to drink water because it'll start to go through your skin and give you a rash. Like creatine will escape your body. So
I hold it in. I go like this.
That's where people get the rash from. You don't drink enough. I've heard again. This is all who the fuck knows. This is, I mean, the knowledge in the fucking early 2000s was suspect, dude.
Sure.
It was nothing but your boys, dude.
Yeah.
Like, dude, obviously.
Dudes didn't even communicate directly with each other. They just wrote to Maxim.
What were you doing when you passed out?
I was in Ansley's dorm room and we were going somewhere. And I think we were either going up the steps or down the steps, but I fucking lost it. And then I woke up in a hospital with IVs in me.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and my girl looking at me like, what the fuck was that?
Bitch.
Yeah.
Bitch ass fucking
Yeah,
dry
it wasn't-
SpongeBob
it
ass.
didn't feel good.
Passing out down the steps ass. Bitch.
Have you I want to get rid of the literature on creatine and passing out. That's a kind of thing. I didn't know that was a thing. That's kind of
It
sick.
definitely escaped his body.
Yeah, fucking went right out to the brain. That's awesome.
I didn't think it was awesome.
Creatine and passing out, dude, you did it. It worked.
You reached the mountaintop. You scraped infinity.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Ew, dude, that sucks. When I take creatine, I get dizzy. Yeah, it's dizziness, dude. You
Yeah.
got vertigo.
I got the vapors. Creatine gave me the vapors and I passed out.
Oh my god.
I didn't have.
I would like to see how many home runs I could hit on it though, compared to off of it. Like do a completely scientific study.
You could probably hit like 4 home runs on creatine.
In an entire season?
No, I'm saying like home run derby style. 10 pitch home run derby. I'm giving you 4 home runs. That's
And they got to go
good.
further too.
What are you talking about?
Like I'm talking about 500, 600 feet.
You want to just go
I'm talking about the upper roof at the schoolyard.
green? I thought you were going Green Monster,
Yeah, absolutely.
Fenway Park.
Dude, when we played actually we didn't have that much room for stickball. So when we were playing, the outfield was actually a 4-story like Gothic castle school police station structure.
Arkham.
Yeah, and so we would be in the corner of the schoolyard against the fence, just swinging and trying. And like sometimes some of the younger kids would be like, "Well, if it goes above that paint line on the wall, that counts as a home run." Other people, it was strictly it has to touch the slanted rooftop. That's a home run.
Gotcha.
And then, but so what ended up happening was that we were all just swinging almost vertically to hit the fucking it was probably 1 bounce tennis ball. Had to be one bounce pitch, I think, for most people.
Yeah.
And just trying to swing it straight up. It almost looked like we were like samurai fighting, like drawing katanas, trying to hit dingers.
Should have went on gear, dude.
Yeah.
You would have fucking crushed.
On pre-workout.
Do they test little kids for testosterone and shit?
Now they do.
You can make a little league legend. Yeah, true.
A little high, aren't you?
Yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know how I feel.
Maybe that's what ADHD kids are. Like hyperactive kids, they're just high T.
Totally possible.
That's more than likely what it is.
You just think they're alpha?
Yeah. ADHD kids are just alpha as fuck. We should have different rules for them. We shouldn't give them amphetamines to try to cure their alphaness.
I agree. I'm just wondering. I've known some like ADD spazzes though that were just pure spazzes, which I guess is kind of.
Well, it's because like, dude, they're being collared. They've got this snare around their neck every day.
True, that makes sense.
In a natural environment, they'd be running the roost.
Dude, I don't understand why you don't just take kids with ADD and make them run like fucking sprint for like 5 minutes every morning.
Like dog obedience training?
Yeah.
Sure.
Just sprint as fast as you can.
I mean, some of them try to do it for themselves. Some of them put on a big ass school bag and run with their arms behind their back. And then they get to the school and they can get good grades because they spazzed out on the way there.
Yeah.
I say if you give them like 2 miles of Naruto blasts, I feel like you could cure ADHD without fucking.
You could at least manage the symptoms.
I think so.
Just put a backpack on him and kick him in the back.
Yeah, dude. Naruto blast.
Yeah, that's basically what I did to my kids. I don't even know if my son has ADHD. He's just been working out since he was
I
born.
would just assume all my kids are gonna have ADHD, and I'm gonna just be like, yeah, go fucking run, go,
Yeah. It's been working out.
Yeah, I don't, It's like, yeah, it sucks being in school. It's boring.
Yeah,
You should be expelling like 9,000 calories a day, and you're being trapped like veal and bored to tears about something like you genuinely don't need to know. Like it won't serve you at all. It's fucked up. I hate school. I hate school. What they do for kids in school is just ridiculous.
I know.
It's so fucking annoying. I hate it.
I'm getting annoying about it, to be honest.
Why? You should.
I don't know. I
You
can't
should.
shut
It's
up about
disgusting. Dude, it's fucking ridiculous.
Well, it's, you know what? I just keep saying this shit over and over again, just because like I don't know. I don't really have people with kids my age to like actually like unload this with and like
Dude,
settle on something.
You're burning with a message for the world.
I know, and everyone hates it.
Why do they hate it?
I don't know.
A bunch of fucking teachers' pets, dude. I actually like school. I got a sticker every time I name the capitals. So shut up, dude. Shut the fuck up.
Girls like school.
Yeah, but they just like to be
girls.
mean. Yeah, like you
Yeah,
go be mean to people.
Some of them like to follow rules too.
They
They like to
love
go and
to follow
show
rules.
that they can follow rules.
They love it, dude.
They shine.
I studied my spelling homework. It's like, shut up,
Fuck,
dude.
shut the fuck up.
Fucking idiot.
You fucking
You're
nerd.
never
bitch.
gonna learn how to think for yourself, dumbass.
You're fucking up the curve. You know what a
Spelling
curve
homework.
is?
Also, no foresight, dude. It's like you don't. I knew that like spelling was gonna be bullshit. I mean, I was actually a decent speller, but I knew like math. I was like sitting there like, there's no way dudes are cranking out long division by hand. As a kid, I was like, this isn't a thing.
Oh yeah, very
Next-
quickly. It's like Santa. By the time you figure out Santa Claus, you should notice that like I've never seen an adult write down a math problem.
Dude, I kept saying like, dude, I know there's calculators. I've seen one before. Can we please use a calculator? And they're like, not till 4th grade. And I went, so I'm gonna sit here and do this.
I kind of drank the Kool-Aid. I was like, well, if I don't learn the real way to do it, then like the shortcuts that I get later aren't really going to make sense.
Dude, I resisted it every step of the way. And then it was like at the end, it was like remainder 3, and it's like, you guys, you're satisfied with that? I just drew a fucking hill of nonsensical numbers, R3. It's like, that's not even an answer. That's fucking bullshit.
I couldn't get you an answer.
That's fucking.
That's what remainders are.
Yeah, I just wasted my time. It's like I didn't solve anything.
It's close enough.
It's 28R3. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know. That's bullshit.
It's IKEA furniture.
It's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. I hated it my whole life. And then we used a fucking calculator, and I was like, I remember being pissed, being like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I spent hours doodling numbers on top of each other, and I've mixed them all up. I'm like, well, I misplaced a 5, and I thought it was in that column. And the lady be like, well, it's wrong. I'm like, it's not really wrong. I actually did it properly. I made one little
Yeah, you
mistake.
get the point.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. I get that. You show your work, get the credit. Did you ever submit a math
You're
test?
getting
with just the
docked
answer?
you're getting docked for handwriting.
It was bullshit. It was bullshit. It was like, I shouldn't have to do this. Did you ever submit a math test with no work, just answers?
That's an act of defiance.
I've done it, dude.
Oh my
I've done it. And I've tried to claim. I like honestly was trying to claim beautiful mind. I was like, dude, I just like, I don't know.
I see it in my mind. There's
Or
nothing to write.
I had a piece of work paper and a scratch paper and I threw it. I didn't know I had to show you that stuff too.
Probably made that excuse.
I did it in college because for Calc 2, our professor was claiming that these problems can't be done without doing writing down the work.
That's what you said.
There's no way you can do them.
That's what you said.
And I thought he was giving us a challenge, but he didn't react favorably at all when I turned it in.
You did them in your head?
I mean, as best as I could.
For sure.
You know? And it's but the not show, he really did take me not showing work as an act of defiance. I was like, dog, you laid down the gauntlet.
How wrong were you though? Were you close?
I didn't get one of the problems right. However, they were close.
How many problems were there? Oh, you didn't get a single one.
There were four. There were four problems.
See, that's the bullshit,
Yeah.
dude. I always fantasized about that moment in my education where I was taking a test with the Kelly Blue Book, and I was kind of like, yeah, this is actually not even a real question. Hand it in. They're like, my God, you saw through the test. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I never got to do that.
The Kelly Blue Book?
You remember that was the thing? Well, no, that's the car thing. Whatever. Blue Book. Blue Book
Cliff
test.
Notes?
No. I was thinking of the Blue Book test, not the Kelly Blue Book.
Oh, gotcha. The Blue Book. Yes.
Kelly Blue Book. I'm on 3 hours of sleep, dude. Cut me a break.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm equally impaired. I'm sorry.
You know the Kelly Blue Book.
Algebra is sick, though.
By what fucking metrics?
It's problem solving. It makes
Fake problems. Fake problems. Fake problems.
You can use
dude.
them to solve real problems.
Like what? No, if you have fucking a bunch of 9s and W's and you need to figure out what that is, yeah. Not really. Not fucking really. I got real problems, dude. We're trying to fix the education system. Trying to eliminate the bull crap. Trying to eliminate the bull crap. That shit's been Greek to me since I was a kid, and I was just like, I'm not even entertaining this stuff.
If you've got a bunch of 9s and W's.
Of course you're confused.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm so anti-math. It's not even fun. My blood boils thinking about having to sit in a nice spring day and figure out math problems in the diner and just being like, this is fucking bullshit, dude.
You ever look into forest schools?
Yes, I like them a lot. I like them a lot. Useful.
Yeah.
Very useful.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking I don't think there's you group up kids by neighborhood or school choice, whatever system you use. You put kids in a building all day and you kind of fill their time, and the end result is that they have to satisfy some metric dictated by someone in another city. What could you possibly do with that time that's better than what we're already doing? Different subjects?
Oh, you're saying you're still same environment, you're in a school.
Yeah. I think we should set it up almost I don't know if there's ever been a university like this where the kids have free reign to just pursue something all day.
Montessori schools.
Yeah, my
God
nephew
damn it,
goes
that
to
already
school
exists.
like that.
Montessori schools.
That sounds expensive too.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
All
right, thank God that wasn't an option for me.
So true. Well, here's what I would do would be group-based projects that were somehow gamified with you turned it into a fun little contest with little prizes, and people had, instead of all this working alone on problems, it's no, you had to work in groups. So that way you're learning to use your skills.
It's actual socialization.
It's actual it's problem solving, socialization oriented around collective problem solving.
Oh my God.
Rather than just dude, my schooling was just, I was in a room full of 20 other kids with some lady with borderline personality disorder just giving us fucking bullshit problems, and it was just sucked.
Yeah.
It's you get the kids, the teachers popping in hey, what's going on, monitoring the meta level big picture stuff. Oh, he's not really getting along with this person. I wonder, rather than being the answer's wrong, dumbass. Here's a red mark, you suck.
Man,
You'd be this is
Go
not
get this
really
signed by your parents, and if you do badly enough, they might hit you.
Instead, you'd be all right, this guy's not really gelling. I wonder why. The stuff that actually serves you in life. Then you would learn as you would go. It'd be well, here's how this actually works, and you'd let
High school was like that for me. The way that they set up the honors classes is that everything was basically a group project.
Mm-hmm.
So we dude, it was crazy because I would have some teachers that I would go I was good friends with, so I'd go sit in their classes for as I'm walking around the hallways and shit. And the classes that weren't honors classes were just people just sitting at a desk, all just doing shit. And then you'd go into one of our classes.
factory workers.
Dude, all of our desks would turn towards each other, and we were just hanging out talking. And we would get the shit done by the time the class was over. But it was we were all working together and like most
Those
of
kids freaked me out in high school. The kids that were in the AP classes. I knew kids who were in only AP classes, and I was always like, "What are those dudes? What's
Dude,
their deal?"
it was fun.
Seems cool.
It was fun. Like
It was a different world. It was a different world.
Yeah, but you learn how to like let the smartest person do all the work and take credit.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And then you can sit there and facilitate and kind of like, hey, yeah, I'll sharpen your pencil.
Mm-hmm.
Piece of cake. But yeah, I remember those kids. There was like dudes in my school that had like 4.2 GPAs, and I always was just mystified by being like, dude, what are you up to? What's the end goal?
You know what I like to look back on is
studying.
We had a special corner. There, like you imagine like my school was a giant rectangle and it had different like programs in it. Like I was in like the magnet program, which was supposed to be like kind of like an academic thing. It actually ended up being all kind of like a farce. We had like the liberal arts wing, which was like I think just the normal public school. We had like kind of like an engineering type thing. And then there was also one like on one corner of the building. It kind of like snaked off, like the hallway snaked off almost like a tail, like a pig's tail off the school, and that was the wing for the absolute dumbest kids in the school to learn how to do real jobs. And I think all those people ended up like pretty okay.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, they end up the most okay.
Yeah.
Like per capita, they do the most all right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Instead of being like, yeah, I heard about Greece once, and you're like, didn't really think about it. No one really explained it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the dumbest kids in your school that weren't in that wing learning how to do actual jobs end up becoming teachers.
You think so?
Dude, all of the dumbest fuckers in my school ended up becoming like elementary school teachers or middle school teachers. the dumbest people.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I thought it was mostly like C student, but yeah, I could be wrong. I mean, you had the dumbest kids become teachers. That does make sense though. Because then you finally are like, yo, I'm in charge. I got this.
Yeah, I got the answers now.
I got the fucking
I am the captain now.
I got the shit. Yeah, I didn't.
We used to gamble. We used to, in our honors classes,
Uh-huh.
they let us gamble. That we would set up fucking like pools and everything, and we would gamble on test scores.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it was sick.
It's pretty
was.
set.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, that's the only thing that motivated me to do well in geometry. I hated geometry.
Gambling addiction?
Yeah, yes.
You're addicted to gambling on the fucking proofs.
Dude, I was getting paid in geometry.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like geometry. I hated it. Algebra, I'm telling you, is fucking drivel. Pointless.
No, I failed algebra too. I don't remember even taking the class.
I cheated in a lot of math classes. Copying it just, dude, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna relive my fucking trauma with numbers.
Yeah, I tapped out in college.
What with what?
It was Calc 2 in college.
Calc 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It fucked me up.
I did actually pretty well in Calc 2, actually.
No way. You can't do well in Calc 2 without algebra.
Guy. Oh, do you
No
think
possible way.
so?
No possible way.
Bro, there's a whole different. Look, I studied the Chinese approach, and I'm telling you, our school system's doing us a favor. I nailed Calc 2. It was crazy.
Wait, in college?
Oh yeah, I skipped. I did. They're like, dude, you know,
Skip Calc 1?
You know Einstein? Yeah, you know Einstein got like bad. You know Einstein failed math. Same thing. I went to Calc 2, and I went, you guys are welcome. No, I did, dude. I took math 101, skated, and I almost failed math 102. And I said, and I literally structured my whole entire major around avoiding math classes.
Dude, Calc 2 changed my major. I was an engineering major until Calc 2.
Yeah.
And it was like I had enough math credits for economics, so I was like, I'll do that.
Economics. Yeah. Economics is just drawing like Pictionary shit.
Dude, it's so
fun. It's like bar graphs, up, down, supply, and I would just completely
happy face. You get a little happy face every now and again.
I would go X over and S over D. I remembered Scooby Doo, and I didn't know which of the fucking lines were supply or demand.
Dude, I still have to think it through. Supply and demand, like, whatever.
I would go X arrows, and I would go, woo, I hope this is right. That shit mystified me as well. Well, if the supply goes up, the demand goes. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, boo hoo, dude. Boo hoo. That doesn't apply to me. Yeah, school was terrible. I hated it every step of the way. Pretty bad stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't go to college, but I did when I was already working in IT. I thought I would get like an online degree just to kind of get myself like raises and promotions faster.
For sure.
And unfortunately,
does it work like that?
It can.
Yeah, you used to be like, but
yeah,
I guess
well,
you get especially IT, you get a training.
I got a taste of it because I was completely untrained. and I got a Microsoft certification, and it was like more money.
I'm just imagining a dude to go to his boss office and like, I just graduated from University of Phoenix, and they go, get the fuck out of my office.
I mean, it is also that. I think that is actually closer to the reality.
But with IT, you could get, you can certify up and level up.
Yeah, but actually a dude that I worked with did go to the University of Phoenix. And I think when he signed up, he didn't. No, that's a joke. He definitely knew that it was an online school and not Phoenix, Arizona. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, that guy's got it. He had an okay time. That
Really?
guy, yeah, that was like, he was like, yeah, I got out of like the job I was in.
I think I honestly
better off
think,
now.
I think it works for sure.
So I was like, great idea. But what I tried to do it with DeVry University, which is 100 times worse. It
Really?
was like the worst possible.
Sounds more prestigious.
I know, and I was just like, I barely even thought about it. I was like, I'm just gonna skate through the easiest fucking like fake degree ever, and just it'll look good on my resume.
Yep.
Dude, it was the worst possible decision I could have ever made.
You did go to DeVry.
Yeah, and I left not immediately after like a.
You dropped out of
But
the
no, you logged out. You logged out.
I logged off, dude.
You logged out.
I logged off forever.
You're a cyber school
college-
logout.
Well, they also, I'm sorry. They also had it in person in Philadelphia, so I was actually going to a fake school in person. It was one of the most bizarre experiences of my life. And when I finally stopped to think about it, I was like, ah, fuck.
You went to Trump
I
University.
blew it. Anyway, I just got a letter in the mail. I'm getting back every cent I ever gave them.
What?
Yeah, there was a class action lawsuit, and I just like in 5 minutes without even thinking about it, I just put my information in it, and they're like, yeah, we'll just give you all that money back.
What? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, pretty
Congrats.
tight.
That's awesome.
That investment paid off.
Yeah, dude.
So I think the money's worth significantly less now. This was like 10, 12, 15 years ago.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You should go home and take a cap and go.
That is balling.
Get my
College
own,
is a
get my
scam.
online degree.
That's the best, dude. A lot. If you don't know what you want to do in college, it's a total fucking scam, money
Yeah.
sinkhole. Absolutely.
But I know that, and I was aware of that, and I didn't
Good
really
for you,
lament
man.
not going to college at the time. Well, I mean, obviously you can use it to make more money if you're not a complete fucking dipshit.
Yeah. Well.
And I tried to do that, and I basically invested in the Bitcoin of education and lost it all. But at least I learned the lesson very quickly. Like, very quick, I was like, fuck, big mistake.
Yeah.
But I was still out.
DeVry is the
money.
ultimate school. Then they were like, guys, the whole thing's an illusion. And you're like, oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, actually, I mean, my diploma says School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah. It's funny because I know guys who would be kind of like, there was always like an insecurity about not going to college, and I'd always be like, you don't understand. Like, it's such a fucking scam.
Dude, I'm so
was fun.
jealous of people that didn't go to college.
Dude, me and my boy Travis
tried to
didn't
not go.
We didn't go to college, and when Wikipedia came out, we were like completely vindicated, dude. We knew we didn't have to learn anything. It was going to be on the internet.
Dude, it was like Stanford releases all their classes. All those places release all their fucking classes online.
True, but again, we're not actually going to use these resources to replace a college education.
For
But
sure.
At the time, there was parts where we're just like, we knew we were right, dude. All of our friends are fucking idiots.
Yeah, you guys were right. Again, unless you know, like, I'm going to be in like a aerospace engineer, it's like, yeah, probably go get some, do a little more school. But yeah, for the majority of people, I was up there like, yo, this is going to be so fun.
Yeah, well, college for me was finding out that I wasn't going to be an engineer. Like, that was the whole thing I learned about that.
True. That must have stunk when you confronted your absolute limits.
Dude, it was a huge weight off my shoulders.
Really? Oh, so you're like, thank God.
Yeah, because like I was already like reaching my limits of mathematical capabilities. So it was making all of my other classes kind of harder because I needed those abilities for the classes that I was in.
Right.
And when I found out that it wasn't for me, it was like, thank fucking God. Could you imagine if I would have had to work in that field then? It was like I was barely doing well in the college for it.
As an engineer? Yeah, that would have been don't a lot of bridges collapse in Pottstown where you're from?
The King Street Bridge.
Someone pushed through, dude. Another Pottstonian pushed through and the bridge broke down.
Dude, I used to have nightmares of being responsible for bridges collapsing.
Really?
When I was like doing badly in engineering classes. I would have these fucked up dreams about like during CAD. You remember CAD?
Yep.
Like I would have these fucked up dreams about like not doing CAD properly and just like butt fucking a whole town and family. Like families just falling through my bridge. You know what I mean? And then, like it all being traced back to me, you know?
Yeah, you'd be the lead engineer on the project. Yeah, that sucks, man. That's I've never. Luckily, I never applied myself that hard. So like my like possibilities were always like I've never reached them. I'm always like, dude, it just goes on forever.
Did you ever have a situation at a job? The CAD thing reminded me of this. Did you ever have a situation at a job where the mistake, you didn't know the mistake was yours? There was some effort into figuring out who did it.
Oh no.
And as you're going down the checklist of what was wrong, you can see it coming in the very near future that like, oh no, something I didn't do correctly is about to be revealed. And then you're standing there with like some sort of like superior looking over your shoulder at a screen. And it's like, oh yeah, I guess I did that wrong. My bad.
Never.
You never got to experience that absolute terror.
I've fucked stuff up majorly and it's been like and it's
I've gotten away with it. I've gotten away with fucking up.
Yeah, but no, I've never.
Like you're saying you knew you fucked up from the beginning.
I've realized it somewhere between doing something and just went, there's a lot of other guys around here. I don't know why I have to take all the heat for this. And I'll just be like, let's leave it up to mystery. And I just, the problem's there anyway.
It's quantum entanglement.
Yeah, the problem's there anyway. Why do I have to sit here and attach myself to this?
Yeah.
But then at a certain point, I got real into just going and being like, yo, I fucked something up. And I realized it's really not that big of a deal. But yeah, I made a mistake.
Oh yeah, you realize it's not that big a deal, but you're just also like, oh, someone who gets paid more than me is going to have to. It's going to be their job to be kind of a dickhead to me about this.
Yeah,
I'll just skip that whole thing. It'll get fixed. Who cares?
Yeah, it's not my problem.
I'm sure they've gotten more value out of me than I've gotten pay from them. This will even out cosmically. I'm not really sweating it.
Yeah, I mean that is true. When you start doing that in a job, you're like, bro, I am worth so much more to this company.
Dude,
I'm worth $1 million.
Did the classic mistake a decimal point. And I spent $12,000 in less than 1 minute on Google Ads.
How'd it do? How was the
Not
campaign?
great. ROAS was at an all-time low.
Instead of $1,200, you said you did 12,000.
I was trying to set a bid for $1.2. And I set the bid for $120.
Wait,
Sold.
You implied that decimal point moved one place. That's what it sounded like. You really fucked that decimal point up.
There was no decimal point. There was no decimal point.
You closed your eyes and just threw a decimal point at a paper. That's insane.
I also I thought I was the goal was to increase the bid by
You did.
120%.
Ooh.
Instead, I put place actual bid at $120. I forgot to click like the percentage part, so I went straight to the actual amount.
Did anyone find out?
I kind of made it someone else's problem.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. That's
You
what I
just
like
went there and you
to hear.
went, what the hell is this? Hey, team, we got to have a meeting.
Yeah, white collar framing. That's sick.
Yeah. You know what? I don't, obviously it sounds unsavory to say like that's what's up, but like, dude, I've been on the other end of it so many times that you have to be realistic. It's every man for himself.
Oh, on that stuff?
Like working in an office, the dumbest person you've ever met will commit a mistake that they'll attribute to anyone that they can. And sometimes if you work in an office long enough, the wheel spins onto you. And you will absorb someone else's mistake at least once. Or if not, even if you do vindicate yourself, you're going to absorb the brunt of like the reaction for it at first.
Yeah, that's that.
And then you're going to be like, oh, look, I actually went through the logs. I can timestamp when the mistake was actually made. Huh.
And then you get
but at that point though, you've already been like treated so like negatively by a person that there's no coming back from it.
That's so see, I can't.
That's IT.
That's the shit I couldn't stomach in an office. It's like weird power games and like, well, I didn't, and it's like, well, I mean, none of us are doing anything in here right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do that.
And then eventually you can completely disassociate from it. Like eventually, like I would see that happening and I would read angry emails that I like knew like didn't feel culpable for at all.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it didn't affect me at all. But for like, I don't know, for a little while it was like, oh,
dude, how weird is it the first day you show up at a new job?
Well, especially as the IT guy. As they're walking you to the back of the office where you will work in a closet next to a tower of machinery, everyone is thinking about the weird circumstances under how the last IT guy got fired. Every single time.
And did they make you meet everyone in the office? They used to like parade the IT guys and be like,
for sure.
This is blah blah blah, the new IT guy.
Yeah, I've had that happen.
Everyone be like, ugh.
Yeah, I've had that happen. I'd be like, hey, I just try to just keep as physically distant from people as possible, like not touch anything on their desk.
What?
Yeah, it's just such a weird dynamic.
It's weird.
They're so used to like the most autistic man they've ever met walking over to their workspace and leaning over them to put their hands on the keyboard and mouse. It was like a daily occurrence for them before you got there. And then you go, I'm a regular person, just a heads up.
Oh.
Yeah, and they were like, that's how they all start.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man? They're like,
Yeah. Hey, I
buddy.
know the most autistic man you ever met was just fired from this company after knowing all of your passwords, but I'm kind of a cool guy and I'm not really going to weird you out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but let's check his AOL handle first before we get to the bottom of
Dude,
this.
the short period I had in offices, I do remember people like everyone being like, "Our IT guys are fucking nuts." Like they're just,
Yeah,
It was like
dude.
it was just like looked at as like
So
a subspecies.
the guy that hired me last, the job that I got laid off from last year, this guy was like 6 years from retiring. He just wanted things to go smoothly, and he wouldn't bust my balls about anything. He would never like demand, but like then obviously his superiors would go directly to me and be like, I need this right now. No. Like I would get punished by like the executive branch of this company, and so I had to help. Like we were replacing another IT guy. I actually worked my way up the ladder a little bit. I was actually now in charge of.
You Highlandered your way up.
I was like managing now.
Yeah.
And I had to like go through the hiring process with this guy, and I had to be like, do you not understand we could just not deal with these fucking freaks? Like the people that are coming in to interview for IT jobs are some of the most bizarre people on the planet. I was like, you know, we don't have to hire them.
Yeah.
Like a lot of like people know about this level of like help desk assistant. We don't need to I had to like go through the awkward firing of the weirdest guy I've ever met. He was like he was a human minion. He was at exactly the level of intelligence you would imagine if a minion
but dude,
got turned into a man.
if I was like in the executive level of some like weird office building, like company type place, I'd want some freaks in a dungeon, dude. Like I would want.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, dude.
You know what I mean?
Because the workers are
Just
going to
some
talk to them and treat them so
freaks,
badly.
dude. Yeah.
And you're not going to be able to convince them not to.
I would need at least one oddity.
I think that ratio is probably unavoidable. Having at least one,
True.
like sewer man, there's no getting around it. But then check.
But you talk about a dude who's like unanimously hated in an office who can't fathom the fact that he's completely brutal.
and keeps doing his work.
Oh yeah. So, but my first IT job, I was actually working in an IT consulting company. So like we were a company full of IT guys that would just go and like freelance, like contract at like law firms and stuff. So I was in the bullpen with 20 of the most fucked up dudes ever.
What?
Every
Just waiting
day.
to be deployed.
Yeah, just like sitting at the desk waiting to get like a service ticket to go do. I mean, there was plenty of work to everyone was always busy, but cutting your teeth in an IT bullpen like that, they are the strangest men on the entire planet.
Yeah, dude.
The strangest men.
Yeah.
There's every stereotype is like almost underplayed.
It's literally button down dragon flame bowler shirt.
One time
it's weird Team 6.
Dude, one time we hired a very normal looking guy, like a default skin NPC. You wouldn't think he was an IT guy. You wouldn't guess his job just because there was so little that stood out about his appearance. He looked like such a default white guy with like kind of short hair. I don't know what this guy's deal was. And the day that he revealed himself as a psychopath was we were kind of just like chilling in the cubicle farm, like between like, you know, tickets to go do. Me and my buddy Travis. And Travis was showing, this was like 2009. He was showing me a viral video of like a Japanese girl eating a cockroach, and we were all like, ew, or like a grasshopper or something. And we were all like, ew, gross, dude.
Yeah.
And this dude standing over behind him goes, yeah, I'd like to see her with a cock in her mouth. And we were all just like, what the fuck, dude?
He was ahead of his time.
Dude, it was like a Japanese teenager, and we were all just like, what the fuck? that was the first time he showed his personality at all. Every other day he was
God.
completely smooth SpongeBob, just like hello. And then he goes, man, I'd prefer to see her with a cock in her mouth. And that weekend he was gone. we
fired him.
He evaporated.
Yeah, I think Travis might have went to our boss and had to be like, yo, dude, we can't have him kicking around.
See, I'd keep those guys.
No, dude.
Every day would be
He was
like,
too
what's
alpha.
up?
No way, man.
I love having, dude, when I worked in offices, I would just love having just freaks.
Dude,
I never involved myself at all in like any element of production or harmony. I was just there like watching, like what the fuck is it?
Oh, I would always try to get him started a little bit, like talk to him a little bit, get him fired up.
Bro, it's so. We had an Indian guy who was actually sleeping with the female office managers of like a large section of our clientele.
Beast.
Until his wife found out and killed herself. So this guy got fired from his job because it was found out that he was sleeping with all the clients. It was an Indian guy. It was an Indian IT guy. Full on.
I mean, dude,
that's
And he was
that's her
crushing pussy, dude.
That's her karma, not his, right?
God.
Oh,
damn.
well, I mean,
That's like fucking a
nothing
guy in
makes
prison.
sense.
That's like fucking a guy in prison, though. It was probably passionate as hell.
Like a
God, that's terrible, man.
yeah.
You guys all go back to work the next day and be like,
Yeah, we were all kind of just like, what? Every week there's something happened where everyone would go, what the fuck?
God damn.
Man, I wonder what his opening game was. I know Indian dudes like to tell women how beautiful they are.
Probably exactly that. I watched a guy giving like a Shakespearean bonnet to a lady when I was in New York yesterday. He like fully
Bonnet?
was like, yeah, like a sonnet. Whatever. My brain's fucking fried. Sonnet. He went up and he was like, your smile, every day I come in here, your smile radiates through my entire body. And he just like started going off. And
Indian fella?
Nah, he was like an Asian fella.
Ooh.
He's like,
Never gonna work.
Yeah, he was going in. It was a beautiful mommy, dude. And he's just going, and like there's two dudes working with her, just kind of like cool. And then the lady, I was waiting, and the lady was like, she's like, thank you, that's so nice. She's like, can I help you? And I had to just be like, yeah, let me get an acai. But just kind of just like, I don't know. I don't have the energy to even like comment on this, or I was like, I just went, yeah, I'll have an acai bowl, please. Thank you very much. And just like, and the dude was like, thanks guys, I'll see you later. And just took off. And I was like, I wasn't even trying to be a dick. I didn't know what to do. And I just was like, yeah, I'll have an acai bowl. Fuck this guy. Although he was going for it. I kind of admired him. It was like a weird disconnect. I was like, damn, the fact that this guy is going for it.
Did he put any emphasis in his voice to like really deliver some of it, or was he just reciting?
It was, yeah, he was
reading it.
He sounded like
He's playing the numbers.
supremely confident. Like it was insane, dude.
Dude, I'm fascinated by dudes that just like are committed to a long life of just getting pussy.
I mean, yeah, it was, if there had been a barbed wired like fence with just like AIDS needles, this guy would have climbed it. That's the energy he was putting on. It was just like, there was no doubt this guy was going to win the way he delivered it, and he just hit a fucking brick wall.
Did he have both ears pierced?
No, I don't think so. He just hit a brick wall.
You think this is the first time he tried something like that, or was he just like, I can't believe it didn't work?
This guy was a pro. I mean, unless he just finally gushed and was like, baby. Baby.
Dude, when you're putting it out there like that, you hit mostly brick walls.
Yeah, she was very nice. She smiled. She's like, that is so sweet. Thank you so much. And there was like a weird pregnant pause, and she goes, can I help you? I said, yes. Yes. I'll have an acai bowl now.
But that was his first shot.
Dude, that's Wile E. Coyote flat against the painting of a tunnel. Just like, oh.
He gracefully, he walked out.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think he said, I swear, if I remember correctly, he said, yeah, I guess I'm going to have to deal with these guys if you're not in. Like, he was pointing to her two male coworkers. He goes, yeah, if you're not here, I got to deal with these two guys. And it was like some weird thing that they both ignored. Then he just,
Yeah. Keep chipping, dog.
I was admiring him. I was admiring him. I should have bigged him up. That was my bad.
Yeah, it might take a month or two. Just keep
I should have bigged him up.
That's
I should've
birth of a
bigged him
MGTOW.
up. Yeah. I hope he wasn't in his car later like, another thing about his fucking... Bros, I think we did it. It's 4 o'clock.
Whoa. Yeah. Dang.
Yeah, boy.
Yes.
We did it.
Absolutely.
I'm so, dude, my energy's going to come back next week. I'm on no sleep right now.
Yeah, no, I freaked out on getting too high earlier. I was like,
It's all right. It's all right. We gave it our all.
I'm also, I feel like there's some stuff holding me back. I'm not going to make any excuses. I played the game I played.
Exactly. I left it all on the court for sure. All I'm saying is this was an away game, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much, guys. You guys just made the fucking world. I swear to God. You guys have no idea. Or is it more of a quid pro quo? We're all just trying to scratch these dirty itches together. You know what I mean? You know? I gotta go to bed.
You're getting
I'm sorry.
sinister.
I am. I'm
Chill.
kidding. When I lack sleep, I get sinister, dude.
Yeah. Let's do a Q&A next week.
Yes, please.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Bye.